Voice 97.1 Radio Without Borders. And of course, your anchor once again, Prince, a fan of favor. Always glad to be with you talking business. I urge you to please come closer to your radio set, or maybe get your radio set closer to you. Sit tight. Let's talk business. Welcome aboard, everyone. To be a last edition of the topic, lacks that keep you poor. Lacks that keep you poor. We started that topic almost a week ago. Okay, that was last week, Thursday. Touched it on Sunday, and I intend to finish it tonight. So I hope you have your writing materials, because here I always encourage you to make sure you keep writing down some of the things, some of the salient points we make on this program. So let's continue from where we stopped for the last edition. I encourage you to make sure that you don't lack all these things. You may not have all of them, but it's going to be very disturbing if you lack all of them. Okay, you may not have all of them, but please do not lack all of them. I started by talking to you about lack of craft skill, and of course, we've exhausted that lack of craft skill. Make sure you have a skill. Make sure you have something that works for you. Make sure you have something that goes for you. Do not just relax and wait for one miracle one day when you have nothing doing with your hand. Okay, our Bible is clear that the works of a man is what will stand him out. Is what a man that is diligent in his work. So you must have what you do for a living. I've taught you the difference between your work and your job. Do you still remember what that is? The difference between your work and your job. When you listen to me, have your writing materials. Even if you can't, you can type on your phone, store it somewhere. So even if you are on the go and you cannot access your book, it's with your phone. You can easily give me what I gave to you written down. Do not fumble things from elsewhere and mix everything up and give it to me. I always advocate for writing material. Every good student writes down a note. But if you choose not to, you may not continue to be part of our discussion. So let's quickly do our best to finish this topic tonight. Lacks that will keep you poor. I think there are 5 lacks that will keep you poor. I told you number 1 is lack of craft skill. Make sure you have a skill, a relevant skill of today. Have a relevant skill of today's importance. Go and learn something. I keep talking about this. Stop praying for a breakthrough in an empty head. The anointing your pastor will give you will have to capitalize on something to be effective. Anointing doesn't work in a vacuum. It needs something to hold on to. Go and learn something so that when anointing falls into your head, it will activate an existing knowledge. You cannot be praying for a retentive memory in an empty head. If your head is empty, you cannot retain what you've not read. You have to read. What the anointing does is to activate so that you remember what you've read. Anointing will not bring in what does not exist. You have to remember. Then, how do you do that? Go and learn something. We are talking about things that if you lack them, you will be poor in this present world. Relevant skill, digital skill, computer skills, skills of present day. Go and learn things. Go and learn green grass installation, not just tiling. Go and learn POP, modern one. Go and learn so many things that are trending today. You use that your phone and Google the trending skills. Learn one. You can learn online from the comfort of your bedroom. Go and learn something. April Abokwa, 6 months of this year Najewo. You are still empty, hoping for miracle. I'm sorry, you will die a believed and a faithful poor child of God. Then number 2 is lack of paper qualification. If you don't have physical skill, have good, sound education. Sound education, one day you meet an opportunity. Make sure you are properly educated. Not properly school was sorting, pass all your courses. What is business administration if you go? Ichoba no to ya computer ne. Asking what is computer science. There. It's not about sleeping with lecturers to get grades or giving them money to score you high. When you come out, Imara that is terrible. So have sound educational qualification. Don't just be qualified on paper. Be qualified on your head, in your head, so that when you are asked, you can pour from the container that is contained in your head. You have to, there is a container somewhere, fill it with knowledge. So when there is a need to pour, you pour as many as, convincingly as many as. If your container is empty, you can't pour from an empty cup. Come on, put it down. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You have to fill in the cup first. So if you want to pour, you pour from a filled cup. But if the cup is empty, you can't pour from it. Fill yourself. Read good books. How many books have you read this year? How many books have you read this year? We talk about the third one. Lack of strategic relationship. Please, have strategic relationship. Do not just bring in and whip up sentiments and gather people from everywhere. Your friends are carrying nothing to show for it. You have a lot of people who say, guy alpha, you went back 200,000. You cannot make 1 minute call and get it sorted out. All you have are numbers. You have no contact. The number 3 is lack of strategic. That's the word. It is not lack of relationship. No, lack of strategic relationship. I told you in the last edition, who you know is more important than what you know. Put it down. Who you know is more important than what you know. Knowledge is more important than money. Put it down. Knowledge is more important than money. Because if you have money and you don't have knowledge, money made without knowledge is money soon gone. Come on, put it down. Money made without knowledge is money soon gone. That is why people make money. They sell a land. The man get land. Within 1 year, the land at 30 million, 25 million. He is back to poverty because he has money, but he hasn't got knowledge. What will sustain the money in your hand is the business acumen you have, the financial knowledge you have. If you have a lot of money and you don't have financial knowledge, very soon you go back to square one. But if you have knowledge without having money, proper application of the knowledge you have gives you money. Come on, put it down. Proper application of the knowledge you have give you money. That was why I told you that the size of your pocket is determined by the size of your head. If you want a swollen pocket, can you go to a packet? That's okay. Your head will have to be swollen first. Knowledge from that swollen head, you can pour into your pocket. From your swollen head, put it down, you can pour into your pocket. From your swollen head, you can pour into your pocket. Because whatever that will give you money must have been something you know how to do. And whatever you know how to do is in your head. You store it there. But if that head is an empty container, you can't pour from an empty cup, my dear. Okay, so strategic relationship. Who do you know? Obo your friend, the bia come on. Onyo na bia begi all comers. You know, your colleague, I told you, that you are working in the same office does not make you my friend. That you are working in the same office, that full line, does not make you my friend. That was why I asked you that question. Who is your friend? According to my teaching, your friend is the person you have the same goal, the same interest, and the same worldview. Your friend is the person you have the same goal, the same interest, and the same worldview. Put it down the way I stipulated it. The person you have the same goal, the same worldview, and the same interest. That is your friend. So I must be able to see where you are going, to know if our discussion should go beyond the office, if our discussion should go beyond our business place, if our discussion should go beyond where we met, the pub, the drinking joint. How you think, the kind of discussions you bring out determines if we have to take this to the next level. Don't just get that phone number. Everybody phone number man and ogbe man you went per 500,000. What is 500 is too much. You went per 100,000 PK cup one day na ogbe about transfer software ganiru You know, you get into in a lot of people, oh boy, and to go for ball, you know, if people phone number, no contact. You have a lot of phone numbers, but you don't have contact. Number 3, one of the things that will keep you poor is if you lack strategic relationship. The word there is strategic. That strategy is network. What will keep you wealthy? You can make money by hustling, but what will sustain your money is the network. What is network? Relationship. The people you know, the strategic connections and contacts you garner. Because what gives people money is information. There are so many things that will give you money, but because you don't have the information, you are where you are. But if you have the right people who have the right information and they pour this information upon you, you'll be able to, of course, assimilate and be able to exacerbate the problem. But if you are just one place, you are not going anywhere, you are just stagnant. Who is your friend? Don't you even know your friend? I advise you, do not be the richest amongst your friends. Do not be the richest amongst your friends. I keep talking about this. Do not be the richest. I did not say the poor people should not be your friends. But if you have 5 best friends, 3 of them you are better than them, then 2 should be better than you. Have people that are in your caucus you can learn from. It's not just about money. Have people that are in your caucus. Now when they can get amongst your friends, or bonus also nigga kajidego, or onye ekajidego, inomano kagimwako, or kagiachiko, just that no opportunity in well. So have people that are better than you, people that reason. So when they were immediately konya jidego, or don't keke marife. My brother, you may have an opportunity strategically positioned and you make money. Even though he had not attained that height you are. So you must be teachable. Come on. You must be teachable. You must be teachable. No matter your financial state, no matter who you are, be teachable. So when you bring people in about friends who know who your friend is, don't just bring everybody. Bring people that you can learn from. Bring people that you can get assistance from. All your friends in Abatani game, baby. Maneda Abatani Hawaii, because you are better than all of them financially. All your friends in Abia Droga say, Toy Halo, May to Mano only noggin sober your friend in Atopanialo, because many of them, their heads are empty. Mana, you can teach them, but they can't teach you. Come on. Go closer to people who are more knowledgeable, who are more financially stated, balanced. Do not be the richest amongst your friends. Do not be the wisest amongst your caucus. If you are the wisest in the room, you are in the wrong room. If you are the wisest in the class, you are in the wrong class. Come on. You have to have somebody who encourages you to meet up, who encourages you to get better. Don't make friends with people that always encourage you to let's go and smoke chicha, do clubbing. How do you know who this friend is? Somebody that is always telling you about things that will take money from your pocket, but they don't tell you about things that will bring money into your pocket. Ife no na akpagina nkata bifi anaghị ego nna anwe hotel emepele ọfụ nna onwe club emepele ebe a nna ife ụmụasa nọ na hotel a nna ife shoe a nna onwe ewepụtara iPhone 200 nna ife wristwatch a nna ife designer necklace a. They always telling you about things that take money from you. Mana that your friend that emekata sị gị nna no nkwala anapụta n'aka mmiri nkwa anapụta na Oraifite nkwa anapụta na Ishi side baby shop a sị no 4 million. At the moment o nwere ana na-ere na Akabuku for 4 million. I'm giving you an information. For 4 million, and it is a table land. But your friend Dama Bagge, we hotel me pay na Kabuku, or bagging in hotel in Akabuku, unejeba pasako. If any again na bad, if any make go poor in apa, or them catasic na no business day to it. 2 million, agent 2 million, Kaitika Kame, any business and now study Gombe no 5 million in 6 months. You know, Kaike 2.5. Nano could if day to a Kaitika Kame group page, you know, Kaibuna Tafia, Ibuna Tafia to a Kaibusa, Bude, no Kene, you know, Bude, Neko, Bude, and a Benu, and I need here bar. Maybe you will 5 million, then 5 million, Kaitika Kabunate, you know. Who is your friend? Bring people that motivates you, people that forces you to level up, people that make money. They bring discussions. But they bring discussion. They will take go. nke kpatara portfolio ego na this terrible situation everywhere. So you have to engage in a strategic relationship. Everybody is not your friend. I etikwa ina nsogbu every day gị na ya nwere ike na polisi atụ ọbụrụ go na ya ịmarakwu ife ji buru ya iruzie police station wee mmanụ your best friend na-eti gị na nsogbu ịlahụla na police cell twice because of ego na eboy and ọkụzibụrụ gị ife maybe na ịnọbe ndị nche bịa ebu ogo na ya ma ọ bụ na gị na ya na-aga n'ụzọ ndị police double cross ọnwụ nya ka a na-achọ mana ọgo na ya nọ eburu go na ya you always get into trouble ma ọ bụ na ya nwa na-get into trouble oge ọbụla ọkpọọ gị ịbịa gbapụta na police station what are friends for what are friends for this year alone ịgbanya na police station ugboro na-abụ you have to flee before it's too late. I was teaching my students this evening, and of course I was talking about you understanding the importance of friendship. It is going to be strategic. It's not just anywhere. I'm not saying you should quarrel with people. Now, how far do they now? If you know your colleague in office, on an office discussion, it ends there. You go home until you begin to establish a strategic relationship, a attitude for the person's approach, for his perception in normal discussion. You'll be able to deduce. Don't just gather people, feel everywhere. And nobody can advise you, nobody can help you financially. It becomes a terrible situation. And of course, we have to go to the fourth one, which is lack of manners and self-control. We are talking about 5 lacks that keep you poor. If you lack these things, I'm so sorry dear, you are not going anywhere. If you lack manner, it is possible that you have sound education. It is possible that you don't lack skill. You have a very fantastic skill. Whatever, that's so great. It is possible you have strategic relationship. You know someone who knows it better, someone who knows it, but someone who knows innocent, someone who knows, maybe a makeup for someone who knows strategic people. That's great. Manner your character. That's why I said number 4. Lack of manner and self-control. You lack manner to maintain relations. Those strategic relationships you have been able to establish. Your manner is terrible. Your manner is nothing to write home about. That was why I told you. Your gift and your talent can take you to places. But your character and your attitude will determine how long you stay where you were taken. Your attitude to your work. You may have a very wonderful work, a very wonderful gift and talent, and you're employed. Wow, this guy is a data analyst. Wow, this guy is a cyber security expert. This guy is a web developer. He's an app developer. He's fantastic. That's a gift and talent. It can get you into a bigger company. It can take you into the government house. That's great. But how long you last in the government house will be determined by your attitude and your character. You have a wonderful gift that gave you a good job, but you have poor attitude to work. In Abia late, terribly. Again, Abia last Monday to Friday, terribly. Okay, in a class in office, as well, in on your manager, call cleaner, call everywhere. You are messing everywhere up. You with wonderful talent. Ibu kuzi, emakisi akuziru ukwa ikuzi chayo unabona hotel, unabona like it on a class again. Ndi kuzi ndozoma. When you were school, man, in fact, na this lady na kuzincha, man, with bad attitude. Attitude do book in emare woku, emara wande parents oku, in a bian channel late in a school. A dad daughter. Kefe ya kuzilo ma okonwa ma akwụkwọ azụ onye nkuzi mana ikiri apa gị dịkọcha ide body odor everywhere. Your attitude is important. If you have these skills and you lack attitude and self-control, is common. If you don't have self-control, you will put yourself into trouble, especially sexual control, especially work self-control. You will control over your sex drive. If you're not on a skate, you swear, or on a law, as far as you skate. Or also na blomed you go skate. One no says girl in a biasa. Okay, you want to control if you not skate it's a terrible situation. You will not go far because immediately you begin to mess around so much, you expend your finances and your resources. If you lack manner and self-control is saying that if I don't want it, knowing what you want and saying no to it, no matter how enticing. This thing, I know that I have the money. Mana beer, man 2 bottles of beer na banya. Self-discipline. It's true na mo zotarie, mana manye. It's that time machine na begi no you have to have self-discipline. Only the self-discipline, it is not as if you don't have the resources to do that. You have the resources to do it, but you have chosen not to do it. You can afford half trailer of beer because God is blessing you. But I said, beer, I won't take you tonight. First of all, Guam, if you don't have self-control, you will spend extravagantly and you won't get rich. Nobody grows like that. You must be disciplined. Number 1, I said. Number 4, lack of manners. If you lack manner, you might have a customer when you may tell where off. After you go, go. I'm 2008 and then I'd be a 7,000. So a talking hatala 6,000. I really rice in area more, you barely 2,000. Now get out of my shop. A soldier go, soldier come. And as we was soldier go, soldier come. In a Mrs. Okoge na di bubo. Iji nwa na Mrs. Obono was a man bidori fe kona fifure. Obono was a man kolumporo kona goria. Obono was a man di me kona mumwa. In a bad attitude down now, on a go to was a shop bar empty. Each of the wall, David Mountain, Abasa Mountain, David Crusade, Basa Crusade, David 21 days dry, Basa 21 days dry, although Cadizos and a boge, Ijenes and wine, the Bokota baby, Bokota sweet in a Fanta Chuada, or Dageli, David Dibia, Wafa, Afane boge, Ideve Akadawawa, Kadawawa, Daga, Ugwepo, Owankona Okoboko night. You need to say, when I'm being well on your job, tell everybody off. Or borrow by a pitoria call aputife. No, only be a usutoro a boy cap your na. Only be a usutoro a boy cap your na. In a session kono koge or kogana no way. Only go work 4 years. You see, when we do business, you wanna prosper. Make a tande question will be a can do your approach. In a while, let mess everywhere up. So what am I saying? You must have manners. And you must have what? Self-control. Self-control also have to do with anger control. Onye na ame otapi woko jejo since eji wetari woko okuko neki igwe Nnewi mwigolu. Hawo do neka solu do nego asoni woko yaka. Ine weti woko funo ne TV na trouble. Ije go police station ubolo ni maki woko. Ime bieni fi ubolo ne ko ugwe maki woko. Ipia wana phone mmadu ubolo ne ko ugwe maki woko. All you can just say self-control. You must be able to control whatever that does not contribute to your well-being. Anything that does not contribute to your well-being, you must control it. If you lack self-control, you won't go find this our financial journey. Our journey to financial freedom. We are on this business digest. We are on a journey to financial freedom. If you don't have self-control, you won't go far on this journey of financial freedom. And if you don't have manner has to do with na akologe de masoni na matize mani nezuri. Na akologe de masoni na almako. Mano wo site no lore no hogo. Oya simple na alon chamana obia ba ife yefu. Obata compound na alon chana akologe mana compound e to na ele lo no gba ife efucha. Ewori emalo ifa na enesi anya house ya call oge no na bob na ijelo mmada esi kposhi edu si na shi eda akwụkwọ so lo ga mic ọrụ na ife nwa no fu nna onye nke ni mechakwa ọgashi edu si no nna ntasa akụgodo okechukwu a ị na-alụ nchama niile ezuo ị na-eme aka ntụtụ na emebiri gị ife ịpụta ị na-asị ka ndị na-ebu gị agha ebe ọ bụla ịlụ n'ọrụ izuo something ebe ọ bụla ịlụ n'ọrụ ịnụ ọgụ o nwere ike na-eme ties gụ na onye na-agba ọgbakọ ya nụ ọgụ ị na-alụ ya ọgụ nwee ebe site ọbụla ị na-enụrụ ọgụ because you self control ị nwere manner. If you lack self control and manner, ọ na-eji nwayọ emebi ife, ọ na-emebi nwayọ nwayọ ishe no emekata ọ dị beyond repair. And ijekwu otu pastor fake ọ gwaghị na bogo na ashọ iwere ego nke fọla for sow seed onye lu Psalm 21 nye 21 days dry imecha ya onwe ife ya afọ ije na nke eze nwanyị ọ gwaghị na from village na ndị mbụ na ndị ngede ekweghị ka ime n'ihi eje gburu ha efi ije bata ndiri gbuo efi mee nke eme na mmiri gota bebi na sweet imechakwa 6 months onwe ife fụrụ ijebe nke dibịa ọ gwaghị na akwa hụ nne nna na nne da na kwa bo here na eje fikwe e got sad the whole thing atawa gaga be dibia na be person na be why you must have manner, you must have strategic relationship. Man, you must have strategic relationship, good education, whatever, and you lack manner. I'm sorry. If you don't have manner, no matter how good your expertise is, Business Digest. I'm up on live na Facebook. You can join us Choice FM 97.1 Nnewi, and you can join me on my own live Facebook, Prince Afam of Fame. The last one. The last one is very, very important. The last lack that will keep you poor is lack of giving and thanksgiving. Lack of giving and thanksgiving. I want to plead with you. There is a miracle about giving. I told you, if you respond to every touching story, you will soon become a touching story yourself. That does not mean you should not help people. Give. One thing about giving is that it goes beyond your effort. It is magical. If you are not good at giving people, at least no matter how little, or also millions, only 10,000, 100 naira, 200 naira. Do not be excessively stingy, because giving brings a kind of reward that your effort doesn't or won't give to you. Don't be extravagant. Manner, make sure there is a way you reward nature. Give to people you are better than. If you lack the spirit or the act of giving, the problem I we believe that it's only in the church we give money and we have reward, because of the teachings that came from some pulpit that it has to be given to God. Even sometimes they will tell, bring it to church so that we will not give it to the poor. Why I have the poor in my neighborhood, I have to go and give it to church first. That's a teaching from the pit of hell. Give to people you are better than. If you lack the act of giving, your growth will only be based on your effort. Write it down. If you lack the act of giving, your financial growth will be based on your effort. But there is something magical, miraculous, if you may, that attaches to giving. That you gain beyond what you put in, beyond the effort you contributed. And then I said thanksgiving, lack of giving and thanksgiving. Then thanksgiving is, if you are not grateful, you remain poor if you are not grateful. If you are not good at appreciating what people did for you. If you are an ingrate, a dad appreciative, and on somewhere, a woman bata, where see a mommy may rice uncle buterani, or their uncle buter one bag of rice. What this woman said was, on a butter rice, a fairy rice. On a butter rice, kaitara rice endo. Onwe tomato na grand oil o debere ba ejisie. Nwanne digi butere lata ọ natara butere one bag of rice. Ife nwa ejubala obo ọ na-ebutere one bag of rice ejiri ife esi rice. What a terrible woman. I told her to her face, you are a terrible woman. That person will go ụgwọ onye nyelu gị 50,000, 20,000, 10,000 and you feel it is too small. Odigo ụgwọ ugboro one ka inye golo onye hafe ị na-achọ ka onye yi. Nwanne gị nwoke ahụ ị na-efe n'oji ego na-enye mmadụ ife gono ka inye daalụ na ya. Iwu abụghị na ihe enye ego, inwe mango, nwee ụdara, nwee ube oyibo, nwee ife you don't ide emekatasị ka ịghọcha mango, ghọcha ube oyibo, inwe ike filu afọ na ọha egotanye ọha emilonia. Nke afọ enyere mmadụ as gift nwere ụtọ na atọ iche. Be appreciative. The reason why you are not growing is because a day hot thankful, a day big thankful. If you feel not the too small, you will like a way go no well. I can't go motor last week when you 20,000. 20,000 before I got an affair. Or the go what 20,000. Or Bologna or Giabe. Or Fusia neighbor and ingrate or pussy in a gift. ọkwụsị highest na ekwu uwe onye ọgwụ ego ndị ọgwụ ego ha na-enye mmadụ ife ndị otu ha gwa ha na-enye mmadụ ife n'otu ebe ha na society obilongụlụ ego ya arụbụ ọdaa nkwa okwere ekwe ọ na ị na-ekwu na ọ bụrụ na ọgwụ ego dịzi jee gwọta nke gị iso nwe n'ego ka ifo. So if you lack giving and thanksgiving, you will remain poor. There is no magic about it. Giving and thanksgiving is very, very important. Learn to give to people. That doesn't mean you 10 million. You will 20,000. Give somebody 500. If you 2 cups of rice in a biggie, with man red. Yeah, na say mpanum na 2 penta matakwara ka m na ha ya ekere nwanye 2 ịmata 2 penta nyanwe nwode go half penta ị na-echu ụbọchị ya ha ka obi anọ ma osolu dị wee bido inye mmadụ ife. You are not going anywhere. There is a magic that comes with giving, and there is a magic that comes with being thankful. Be appreciative. I nwere ego ihe nye ọgaranya na anọ kata dashi ya ife ọgaranya na akwụrụ ụmụ ụgwọ akwụkwọ ogu boy wo wetiri ya onu kata otu nnukwute plantain hu obegi buru plantain abụ ịma na ya egotanye ebujeli ye abụzi n'ogbenye bụla amosu adịzi na too stingy mekata oge ụdara ịghọta ụdara na azụbeghị fetel sebe ojeri ọbụgodu na ọ tarịa ọma na nke ị ga-eme ama nwaanyị enweghị ife ọ enye m akwa mkpụrụ osisi anyị adapụ ife anyị na-ekwu na inye ọgaranya ife na ọdọ ka ikuru mmiri wee na osimiri mmadụ na-agbalụ mmiri a wee na osimiri mana gụ nwa mgbe ọ na-enyebe ọnụ oge na-ayọ transport service a na-enye gị mgbe ọ na ndị ya ada enye God, I need my destiny helper. God, give me my destiny helper. And you forgot you are another person's destiny helper too. Ịma ha na mmadụ na destiny helper mmadụ ibe o nwere onye destiny helper gị nwa onye ege ntị na-achọ destiny helper nwekwala onye bụ destiny helper. Oge ụfọdụ anyị na-eje na nke pastor, I do ask the question, why naghị emekata gwa anyị that the fault is us? Mgbe ọ bụ na ijere be dibia be pastor be eze nwaanyị ọ gwa gị ndị na-achụ ada emekata bucha amụma asịghị n'ọgụ na kosi ife na-emeghị enwetana pastor ijere obucha amụma sịghị na ife ọfụ na vision bụ n'ọgụ na your attitude adịrọ mma na o nwere na-agwọrọ gị mana ya mgbaghị na nwanne gị nwoke nọ nke mpụ n'ụtọ. So you must be thankful. That is the last one. Remember the topic, 5 lacks that keep you poor. And I told you that number 1 lack is lack of craft skill. Number 2 is lack of sound paper qualification. Number 3 is lack of strategic relationship. Number 4 is lack of manner and self-control. Then number 5 is lack of giving and thanksgiving. Give to people. Be appreciative. Give them little. Give them little. It is very, very important. I have to put an end to it here. Business for now.